Hey everybody, Dragonfire here. I'm coming at you with another one of my videos today. I got a little bit of a record store splurge. I picked up the Beatles Anthology Volume 4. This is one I've wanted since it came out. I have the first three anthologies all on CD. I think I even have Anthology Volume 1 on cassette tape as well. But yeah, picked up Beatles Anthology Volume 4. And I also got this George Thorogood. It's a compilation of live recordings, so a new George Thorogood and the Destroyers to add to my collection. And going back to the Beatles, I got the Beatles Capitol Records Volume 1. This one, so they released albums differently in the UK, in England where they were from, and I'm sure other places in Europe and the UK. Got their British versions of the albums, their English versions of the albums, but in the United States, they actually had to deal with two different record companies. So there's like two different versions of their first American album, two different versions of their second American album, and so on. Like they would take the British albums or the songs that they had recorded there as part of their British albums, and they would remix them and re-release them for what would theoretically appeal to an American audience. So at least if you were in an area of the country where Capitol Records was the predominant label, you would have got Meet the Beatles as their first album in America, unless you lived overseas. But if you lived in America, your first album would be Meet the Beatles if you got the Capitol Records version. Now, there was a deal with, I can't remember the name of the other, may have been EMI or some other studio, and instead of getting Meet the Beatles for them, their first album they got in the US was Introducing the Beatles. So by the time the Beatles' second album came out, it was actually their third US album. And I don't remember which one came out first, Meet the Beatles or Introducing the Beatles. But whichever one came out first really wasn't their first album. It was just the first American album, released in 1964. Because in 1963, of course, they had their first album over on the European market, which was Please Please Me. But later they would do, starting in 1964, they would start releasing albums in America. And like I said, depending on which record label happened to be more prominent in your area, the first album you would have saw would either be Meet the Beatles or Introducing the Beatles. But anyway, these are the first four Capitol albums of Meet the Beatles' second album, Something New, and Beatles 65. So these albums all came out in 64 and 65. The Beatles were just so hot, and they were just putting out music left and right in such a short period of time. But anyway, got those couple of Beatles releases, and then I got this big one here. So this is Aerosmith. It's called, what is it called here? Aerosmith Box of Fire. Aerosmith Box of Fire. Aerosmith Box of Fire. Okay, so it's just Aerosmith Box of Fire. You can see it's got a match for the handle to open it up, and it's a nice big box here. Just this. Okay, so what's in the Box of Fire? Well, it's their early stuff. So let's pull this out. I think there is a booklet here. Hold on, before I get to the first CD. Yeah, let me pull out this. What is this? Oh, this is another CD. So, okay, it looks like it has some recordings from 71. So Sweet Emotion, Rockin' Pneumonia, and The Boogie Flu. Rockin' Pneumonia, that's a Beatles song. So they're covering the Beatles there. Subway and Circle Jerk, and Dream On, MTV Anniversary Edition. So, oh, very interesting. Okay, so there's like a little EP, a little Aerosmith EP there. So that's a little bonus extra. That's cool to have. So I will put that back in the box. Cool little. Where does it go? Does it go here? It's supposed to be. Sorry. Okay. So yeah. Okay. There it goes. Okay. I can't get it in. That's what he said. Anyway, this is Aerosmith. So this is their self-titled debut. I do have this one on both vinyl and on CD already, I think. But it's cool to have it as part of this box set. So this is going to be early Aerosmith. So we're starting out at the very beginning here. Okay. And then here's your the second album, Get Your Wings. Very cool. Okay. And Toys in the Attic. Good stuff here. I have this one on 8-track, I think, too, besides my CD. I might have it on vinyl. I'm not sure. Rocks. I think I have this one on cassette tape. In addition to like other formats, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I have this one on vinyl. I think I already have it on CD as well, but okay. Now this one, I'm almost certain I do not have this one on CD. I'm not sure I have this one on any format. I might have it on 8-track. I might have Draw the Line on 8-track, but yeah. Is this? Yeah, this is Draw the Line, right? Yeah, pretty sure. Yeah, this is Draw the Line. So yeah, I think that's a fairly new one for my collection. Okay, and then we got Aerosmith live bootlegs. Good stuff there. And then this is a brand new one from my collection. I don't have this one on any format, but this is A Night in the Rucks. And I feel like this is a really hard one to find. And then you got Aerosmith's Greatest Hits. I think this one came out in either 79 or 80. So this is basically greatest hits version that has all the greatest hits of the 70s. And then this is another one to help me complete my Aerosmith collection because I've never had this one on any format. And this is Rockin' a Hard Place, so it's nice to find it on CD. Night in the Rucks and Rockin' a Hard Place I feel like are really hard ones to find on CD. Or really hard ones to find in general too. I did find I believe it was Rockin' a Hard Place on vinyl once, but it was too expensive and I didn't want to pay the price. Aerosmith Classic Live. And by the way, each one of these are numbered on the side here, part of this box set. So this is number 11, and this is Classic Live 2. So got Volume 1 and Volume 2 of Classic Live. And then this is Gems. I think this is a collection of a little more rare stuff, or yeah. And, oh, looks like there's another something here on the edge. Is that separate? Oh, no, that's just part of the box. Yeah, so that's it. That's the whole collection. There's 12 kind of official jewel case CDs, and it's really got the ones I was missing from my Aerosmith collection. I think I have every Aerosmith album now that I got this box set. And then this rare thing, and when I looked at this in the store, I thought it was a booklet that was in there, but it looks like this is separate little 4 songs, so enough to make like a little EP. So that's really cool. Yeah. So those were my pickups today. I just grabbed this because this happened to be sitting here on my couch real close. Masters of Metal, this is one I picked up a while back. You can see it's got Black Sabbath, Y&T, Rainbow, Iron Maiden, Rush, Dawkins, Zebra, Dio, Crocus, Kiss, Triumph, Twisted Sister, and Van Halen. So, yeah, I'll show that one off since it's here, big vinyl. Masters of Metal. Okay, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. Dragonfire out.